Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. It's Monday. How exciting is that? Although the only 4 in-game inbox messages I've received have been skill combat rewards, Crystal Cornucopia from yesterday, which was, average. You get the Crystal Splash, and you get the Crystal Trove. Woo! Okay, so there was no actual in-game message that was new about anything this week today, which surprised me because we just had the expiration of the Valentine's Day week store that kind of took the community by surprise, given how much between the Kabam website and Kabam in-game store that they were offering players. The new market points system was being tested. So many different things were tested, and yes, this all evolved, especially the crystals that just had 5, 6, and 7 stars. The economy of the game, say it with me, forever. Of course, those crystals are gone. We don't have them in the crystal purchasing store, the unit store as they call it. And if you go here, you're back to getting 300 units for a 0.32% chance at the 7-star featured champion, which of course is less than 1/3 of 1%. Interesting enough, if you were to look at the crossbones, you would see it's now the exact same drop rates with the 7-star at 1.5%. Keep in mind that also the 7-star Nexus was in those crystals for cash, but something tells me Kabam might want to keep those behind a cash paywall and make these, which are technically for units, which can be farmed mainly through events in the arena outside of spending cash, with worse drop rates. It's a really fascinating way to maximize players' ability to only get the best crystals with cash, and it's another reason why players are leaving the game, because if you don't spend, you may find, especially in Battlegrounds, that it's too tough to catch up. My man, Mr. Bentley, was pretty outspoken in what he called credit card accounts, and if that's the definition of an account, then that is what I'm doing as well. Keep in mind, we still have 2-star crystals for 100 units, which is crazy. I know that we have rare 2-stars in this, but 100 units for a 2-star at this point in the game, unless you're going to actually give us something to do a 2-star with, is just a waste of units. I do need to do a video about that specifically, but I just want to touch on that now. So, to recap, we have solo crystals. We have greater solo crystals. I always try to open these whenever they build up, and they're mainly good for awakening gems and 6 stones and maybe some 4-star arena boosts, which a lot of people don't even use. And then you've got the solo supreme crystals that, of course, I like to open about 100 at a time. We will open 100 now, and you will see that these things are so outdated that 5-star 6 stones, tier 2 alpha and tier 5 basic still remain the takeaway. I have so many 4-star awakening gem crystals. I wish I could trade these in for anything, because I literally have no use for them. And then on top of that, you've got the 4-star 6 stone crystals. And I really like these best for these boosts. These boosts make a big difference to me. I run them in true rainbow boost style with the arena. It's also worth mentioning, this is the top prize in this, and it's only a 20% chance. The 4-star generic hit the same amount of times in this, and the 4-star +5 generic also is a big rarity in this. So these are the last new crystals. They're old, they're expired, they're outdated. And if you're like me, and a lot of people aren't because you have lives, unlike me, you can see that I have 29 million of these fragments. So in order to capitalize on this, Kabam has done something unique. They have added in now another crystal, the gold and ISO 8 crystal, and notice the price tag. They are essentially doubling the 10,000 shard price to 20,000. So I'm going to just open 5 of them. So that is the goal, and to save time, we're just going to pop them and see what happens. And that is really interesting. I don't think those crystals are nearly as good for gold as these. So we will have to compare. Let's just open 10 of these. I know it's double the amount, but 100,000 to 208,000. Okay, so it's about the same ratio. I take back what I said. Interesting math. Are you more excited about this? Technically, it's free gold, free ISO with these shards. If you need it, I think this could be a positive game changer for the economy. I am not down on these because they're not for units. So you get a Prof. Hoff stamp of approval for this. Thanks for watching. Have a good